or whatever comes our way as a family, that we're going to be able to work through it, and we'll do it together as a team, even with the 3 kids, you know. So storms may come, but they're not going to blow us over, not at all.
But the Turners had no idea what storms lay ahead.
When Nikita found out that we're having a girl, oh my goodness, she was just thrilled. Weren't you, Nikita?
Yeah.
After 2 brothers, she was so excited.
Yeah.
That's all you wanted to know. Is it a girl or a boy?
Yeah.
Claudia is having another baby.
We thought it was going to be a boy, and then me and Luca looked at each other, and then the lady was like, "Oh, it's a girl." We were like, "Oh."
Claudia and John Turner already have 3 children.
My oldest is Nikita, she's 14, and then Luca, 13, and Yannick, he's 10. And after 10 years, yeah, our new little addition, Eva, has come into our family. So, yeah. Just to see her is just beautiful.
But at Eva's 20-week scan, the Turners discovered their baby has major problems.
She said, look, there is a sac on the back of the baby's spine, and I'm not sure, but I think your child has spina bifida. Honestly, I didn't even know what spina bifida was.
For the gentleman behind us, this is the defect here. So there's a skin line through here, and this is the defect through here.
Mm-hmm.
Spina bifida can be so debilitating that most couples choose early abortion.
I did pose the question. I said, you know, is this common that people would go through with the pregnancy? And they said, not really that common.
No, I said most people would terminate.
Yeah.
At this stage.
Yeah.
Was there ever any doubt that you'd have Eva?
No. Not a doubt. No.
We knew that it didn't matter what the baby was, we were going to go ahead anyway. So in anyone's life, there can be any number of things that happen. It could be that you have a car accident, and from that point on, you're in a wheelchair. Or it could be that you have some health problem. And so do we just write everyone off because there's an issue, or do we give everyone a chance at life? And I think everyone's got a chance at life.
Oh,
There we go. Oh,
look at that. Oh, I cannot believe that. John.
Now, at 7 months, they're learning more about Eva's deformities.
The club feet, yeah.
It's quite a severe deformity, really. And
Dr.
it's,
Maggie
in the
Meeks
lumbar
is
area
one of
the
the
spine. If
specialists
you look at
caring for
Eva's-
Eva.
And if you look at Eva's legs, they're quite wasted, and she has problems with the movement and probably also with the sensation in those legs. And the other difficulty with spina bifida is a fluid within the brain causing hydrocephalus, which is what Eva also has.
Just give it, look at that, guys.
Fluid trapped in Eva's head is putting pressure on her brain. That could lead to a mental disability or even kill Eva.
I think it's inevitable in these diagnoses that there is some brain damage. The extent of that is quite difficult to predict.
Thank you for the yummy food and the people who made it. And I just pray that tomorrow will be as good a day as today. And amen.
For the Turners, Eva is a blessing from God.
Well done. We are entrusted with these children, and it's our job to help that child become what it's been created to become. And if it means it's only here with us for 2 days, it's still a blessing.
Already? I hide.
Judy's a wonder bum and she's got lots of friends here.
So was it hard for you at the very, very beginning? Or?
When we first found out, I was in shock.
The Turners are keen to find out more about spina bifida and the challenges they could be facing.
I didn't know the severity of spina bifida because I never even heard of it.
No, well that's the thing, I'd never heard of it either, isn't it?
So they're meeting some of the 1,500 New Zealanders born with the condition.
Yeah! In front of you.
I had the titanium rods put in, and I was stuck in bed, in a hospital bed, in the middle of the living room for 3.5 months afterwards. So I was like,
They have a variety of disabilities. Some are much worse than young Daniel.
Daniel's Daniel, you know, and I love him to bits just as he is. He's to me, it's perfect.
Oh, you're being cutie.
You're being cutie
pie.
I spoke to a couple of ladies there and they were saying they wouldn't change it. They've learned so much and that's the way their kids are.
Yeah.
And as we feel normal being ourselves, they feel normal.
At 24, Madeline Wenmouth is a living example of how, with the right attitude, adversity can become advantage. Spina bifida hasn't stopped her working full-time.
Now, I just wanted to call you and talk to you about your travel to your next locum.
She finds jobs for medical staff, drives a car, plays sport, and has big plans.
I would like to own my own home. I'd like to travel around Europe. I would love to get married. I would like to have children someday. Yeah, I've got a few big dreams in there, but most of them are quite achievable, I think.
Madeline's always done everything that everyone else has done. If she had to do it her own way, she would.
I don't believe there is that many things that other people can't do, to be honest.
What would your advice be to parents about to have a child with spina bifida?
Make the joys of your day outweigh the sorrows. Honestly, just be positive. It is a doable journey. It is.
Yeah, that's what I said to them. I'm finding it really uncomfortable to sleep now.
The Turners believe it's doable.
I now know with children who have spina bifida grow up to be amazing people in society, and they have got jobs and are doing things that every other person would do.
Sometimes when you hear that sort of real whooshy sound, it's kicking.
They're hoping for the best.
Just move it up just
That's fine.
But it's now clear Eva's condition is critical.
Where the spine is open and that has to be closed off, so there's no further damage or infection or anything there. Could be she's born and can't breathe because that function isn't established. And so that's the end at that point there. So if that's the way it's meant to be, so be it. You know, who are we to argue? So
At least we have her.
yeah, we
in
have her
our
for as long as we
arms,
can.
And we're able to see her and connect with her, you know.
After the break, Eva's birthday arrives early. But can she survive? September the 5th. Today, Eva will be born.
Claudia Kuprecht Turner, EDC 6940. What's your date of birth, Claudia?
The pressure inside Eva's skull is increasing.
And have you all sort of covered up so that...
So she's to be brought into the world early by caesarean section.
Yeah.
They could see that she was in stress, and so they had to really act quickly.
Just minutes later, Eva is on her way to intensive care.
Is she all good? She's all good. She's beautiful. And she likes blowing bubbles. Ah.
Her life in the balance.
She's not breathing really on her own. She's on a machine and needs help. And swallowing, she's not swallowing, so she's been fed, you know, with a wee tube as well.
And did you get to hold Eva?
Didn't, not the day she was born. She came and they showed me her, and I just fell in love with her straight away. She was beautiful.
The priority is to close the gap in Eva's spine, and the next day she's back in surgery. But there are complications.
One of the complications was that she had an infection following the first operation, and obviously if you have any infection around, then it's very increased risk to then put some additional material in that's leading into the brain.
Eva needs a shunt, a small valve like this one, to ease the pressure from fluid surrounding her brain. But first they must control her infection, and that takes weeks. All the while, her breathing assisted by a machine.
There's possibly been damage already done to, you know, with her brain and her brain's not telling her, giving her the messages or the signals when to breathe. So she's needing to be on that machine. But what we're hoping and praying for is that the next operation, which is the shunt, is going to relieve the pressure, and that's going to help her, with breathing. That's right. Mommy and Daddy are here for you, darling. We go in there and we talk to her, and she just comes right down and she holds your hand, your finger, and she squeezes it tight. And so that's just awesome because, in the first 3 weeks of her life, we already built a beautiful little relationship with her, and just the whole family was so attached to her. She's part of our family. It's just so awesome. Just keep breathing. You're doing so well, darling. So well, we cop it. We've been told that, if it's damage already done, then we don't know how long we would have with her. It's day by day, really, which, is sad.
Thank you for this little life.
Eva is now a month old.
Well, we're thankful that you chose John and Claudia.
And they're praying the shunt about to be put into her head will allow her to breathe and swallow unassisted. For Claudia and John, these are anxious hours of waiting, hoping the surgery will succeed.
Morning, John.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Hi, guys.
On Monday, the Turners met again with the specialists who've been caring for Eva.
Doesn't really look that great for the future. So, yeah. Short of a miracle, of course.
So every day we have with her now, it's a blessing, but we don't know how long that will be, but obviously it could only be a couple of days or a couple of weeks.
The shunt has successfully relieved the pressure around Eva's brain, but her breathing has not improved.
She wants to survive, you can see that. She wants to be here, she wants to be with us.
These are precious moments for the Turners. They will always remember cuddling their baby sister Eva.
They've tried everything medically possible for Eva. The next option is really to take off her support, her breathing support, to see if she can breathe by herself naturally. We want to do that. We want to see if she can do that, and to pray for a miracle, really, that she will be able to breathe by herself and continue to breathe. And they said there still is that hope that she can. But looking at the way she is responding at the moment, it does look like she is on a rapid decline. But there's always hope. There's always hope that when we do finally come to that decision of saying let's try for her, that she'll surprise us all.